Hello, everybody, and welcome to Chump Change, the post show where we talk about the truth behind the lies. And I'm once again joined by the cast of Todd, Lindsay, Carrie, and Jack. Welcome back, all, as we hear a little more about these true stories. Zoom out of the one shot. Get me out of here. Get us into the group shot. There it is. All right. So this was another one of those rare occasions where in the envelope game we actually heard the true stories from everybody. Everyone got their own fact. Doesn't happen often. But I want a little more detail about them. So let's start with Carrie and the nice man.
The second we got done,
visited me.
I texted my mom and she says she said I was 1.5 and I haven't shut up since. I was talking apparently. So there's actually a creepier part to the story.
All right.
She heard me talking on the baby monitor and I'm not doing Shakespeare yet, but she heard me talking. She went in there. She's like, who are you talking to? And she said, and I said, the nice man. We found out my parents were renting that house at the time, that the previous owner, the father was a police officer who had died in the line of duty and had a kid my age. That's where it got like weird and creepy and spooky for me. Hey, look, you don't have to believe in ghosts, but it's weird.
When did your mom decide that the ghost, was it like right away, or like did this happen more than once, or was it just like this happened, she's like, this is weird, something is bizarre?
I'm guessing it was right away, because I'm thinking that my mom probably just saw her child say that it's better ghost than intruder.
Right.
So I think she just defaulted to ghost.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just a ghost?
That makes total sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Ghosts can't hold real knives, so it worked out.
That's straight out of like a horror film. Is like, yeah, you see your baby talking on the monitor and you go in there and they're like, you're talking to the man, mommy. And you're like, what?
Don't worry,
Terrifying.
he's nice.
He's a nice man.
A nice man.
Oh, baby Carrie being like, he was so nice to me.
Yeah, by the way, I have a 1-year-old in the other room. Dude, 1-year-olds can't say shit, Carrie. They can't say shit.
Look,
Yeah.
I went back.
I'm like, well, that's it. I just wrote it off. I was like, yeah, you're done. Like, I'm not even going to move on from that point.
When you called me out, I was at 1.5, maybe. I don't remember. That was my bad. I was like 1.5, and it was like that level of talking where it's like my mom knew what I was saying, if that makes sense. Like,
Okay.
it's like, goo goo gaga, but
Baby babble.
man.
Yeah.
Baby babble.
Carrie was born at 1 year of age, and so by the 1.5 years, he was already 2.5, and he was talking away.
Just kind of.
So moving on to Lindsay, who failed religion class in 5th grade. So you said it was your first failed grade. I mean, like, were you?
It was the only thing I
like-
ever failed too.
Were you like a straight A student, or like,
I've always been like, A's and B's. And
and then
I was
religion F?
I can name all of my elementary teachers right now.
I couldn't. See, I'm with
Oh,
Lindsay.
yeah.
on that one.
I didn't fail
no, there's
anything,
no
though.
way. And like that going to Catholic school, like for me, it was like such an experience that I hated. Going to Monday mass, like I'm just not a religious person. It turned out not for me, as evidenced by 5th grade. And I just did not like the experience like so much that I just like, I don't remember any of my teachers from that year. I don't remember who I was friends with. I know that people told me like that I was, ugly, and they made fun of me, and I wasn't allowed to like paint. You couldn't paint your nails. I couldn't wear earrings. So I hated the whole experience. It wasn't for me. But if you're gonna, go, I guess go. Who am I talking to? The 5th graders out there? If you're gonna go to 5th grade religion class, you better go.
Listen, you 4th graders, next year.
And it really was some story about Cain and Abel that I just was like, in my head, I'm like, and again, no offense to anybody religious, but I'm like, this is not real. Why do I have to remember this?
No offense to Cain or Abel.
Abel,
They're
but
both good guys.
I don't believe
Good guys.
you.
Good people on both sides.
Yeah.
So you decided. So basically, you were like, I don't believe this. I don't get this, and stuff like that. So just everything
I
came
didn't
back.
study. Yeah.
So you just, you just didn't study. But was the whole year on Cain and Abel? Or you must have
no,
just not
'cause
cared about any of it.
I went in 5th grade and I went in 4th grade and then it was fine. And then in 5th grade, or maybe it was 5th and 6th grade. So that part might have been weird, but
She doesn't know.
I only went for half of that year. I only went for half of the year and I got the F, and then my family moved school districts and they were like, you can go to public school. And I was like, thank you, God. Now I believe in you.
Yeah.
Now I believe in you. Yeah. But yeah.
And so that moves us on to Todd, the El Paso boy. So was this a one-time occurrence, or is this something that kind of happened every so often?
It wasn't intentional. I mean, I woke up, and this is the word. I do not recommend this at all. This is where I think 14 or 15. My friend left me there at night, so I woke up in somebody's yard, like I'm sorry, a dirt field, like a house being built, dirt field in front of somebody's yard, and this cop just dragged me up and I had like vomit on me, and it was like super early, and I see this whole family. This is the only thing I remember. I see this whole family like sitting in the yard, standing in the yard across the street, like gathering the whole kids, the parents, like I'm like, you guys fucking called the cops? You couldn't come over and see if I was breathing or hit me with push me with a stick or something? But yeah, the cop brought me home. My mom was like horrified, and the cop was like, good luck, buddy, you see you later. And then she never fucking told my dad. That's the one big fuck up I had, that she never told my dad.
Wow.
And that was like some pretty solid parenting there. My dad would have been pissed.
Did you, and I only ask this because I've had similar experiences being younger, but like, did you find this alcohol, or did you like obtain?
Yeah, I found it in my parents' like liquor cabinet.
Yeah,
my parents really didn't drink, and so the plan was to take like this much from every bottle. You know what I mean? So it was like, let's just put it in one thing, put it in with Dr. Pepper, and like, I think about that now. It's just like I must have just had alcohol poisoning. Idiot.
Right. I mean, like mixing them all together like that, and then like for someone who hasn't had it before, oh god. I love that you were like, so wait, how was the tractor involved?
It was just a tractor waiting to like build a house. They just left it in, and we were fucking around on it at night. That's the last thing I remember. And we were just like pushing it around and shit, laughing. And and my friend, I just woke up. A cop, my friend just ditched me. I don't think we actually were friends after that. But,
I would hope not.
Yeah.
Don't drink and sit in tractors, guys. We were staying the night at his house. It was in more of a like.
Okay, this was near. Gotcha.
Okay.
I'm like, how did you get so far?
I was laughing when you said about like the cop left you, like, I don't know, like put you on the doorstep or whatever, because my friends and I did a similar thing to a buddy of mine that, again, don't do this, but he was too young to be drinking, or should have been drinking, but he was a friend of ours, so he was drinking with us, and then he had a little too much, and he was the son of my coach, of my gymnastics coach, and so I was like, oh, I'm not gonna go face his dad with a drunk him. Like he doesn't know that he's with me. So we threw him in the back seat of our car and did like a drive-by past the house and pushed him out the door, like onto the front door, and drove off. I hope he gets back inside. And like that's exactly what I was thinking about there. I was like, well, I'll deposit this and then I'll be on my way.
Godspeed.
Godspeed. That being said, I hope all the
my mom made me go to Walmart that day with her. She made me go to Walmart and for like an hour marching through the store. It was fucking hard. It was cruel. Very cruel.
Oh god, I can imagine like a hangover that bad after an experience like that. Oh, which is a lesson to all of you. Please don't drink if you're underage. Please don't drink in excess, and don't mix your liquors. Don't do any of those things. Try to
see this. I'm drinking the tequila. One shot of tequila with a big shot of ice.
There it is. That's it. That's it. No mixing needed. Unless you're having a Long Island iced tea, then go for it. So that's it. That's gonna be it for Chump Change. We heard all the stories. Thank you everybody for coming by, and telling the truth on these. So thank you very much for that. And then telling some lies after it. Jack, thanks for coming by. Thanks for attempting to suss things out. And we'll have you back on in season 4 to redeem yourself. So
Hopefully.
we're looking forward to that. And yeah, reminder that next week is the season finale. So make sure to tune in for that. Make sure to pick up your RTX tickets and join us for a bunch of stuff. It's like 10 days of content, 9 or 10 days. It's a bunch. And thank you for being a first member. Very much appreciated. We'll see you next week for the finale. Goodbye, everybody.